Welcome to the best Cobblemon Let's Play. We will be using several special mods to make Cobblemon way more exciting and fun, including a mod that allows us to fight gym leaders and other trainers, with the ultimate goal of this series being to fight all 8 gym leaders and the Elite Four and become champion. I'm also going to be playing with 5 goals during this series to make it more enjoyable. Our goals for this series are to become champion, complete the Kanto Pokedex, defeat the Ender Dragon, build a Pokemon town from scratch, and catch 6 shiny Pokemon. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on us accomplishing any of these goals. Once we complete all 5 of those goals, then the Let's Play can end. But without any more intro, let's get into playing Cobblemon. We spawned on top of a tree here, which is a little bit unfortunate. But first things first, we need to pick our starter. So I'm going to have to go with none other than my favorite starter Pokemon of all time, Squirtle. I think Squirtle looks absolutely awesome. And I really would love to get a Mega Blastoise here. And now we have to nickname Squirtle Great D Piece. Shout out to my member, Great D Piece. And look how awesome Great D Piece looks here. I'm pretty sure Squirtle actually can go on your shoulder now. Yes, he can. That is awesome. We're definitely going to keep him here as long as possible. I'm really excited for this mod. We got Squirtle on our shoulder, and we're going to be able to ride some Pokemon. But now it is day 1, so we need to get Pokeballs so we can expand our team to take on Brock. And this is a Minecraft Let's Play as well. We need to do what you do at the beginning of every Minecraft Let's Play, and we need to break some trees. We'll make ourselves a crafting table here, and then we will make our first tool. Now we've got ourselves a basic pickaxe and axe. And I'm going to go ahead and try and find some apricorns and gather some basic materials so we can catch our first Pokemon. I just made myself my first stone pickaxe, and we got our first set of copper. So we now can finally craft Pokeballs. Unfortunately, it is becoming night, and I was only able to find 2 sheep to kill. And so I'm going to have to build myself a little cobblestone hole here, I think, to hide for the night. Because I did do a vote on the channel, for those of you who checked, and you guys voted in favor of me playing with normal Minecraft mobs. So there are zombies and skeletons around here, and I do not want to die on my first day. So I'm going to build a little bit of a hole to hide in for the night, and then in the morning, we can try and catch some Pokemon. All right, after a long, fearful night of hiding here, the sun is finally shining, and I finally have enough copper to be able to make some Pokeballs. Not many, just 4 pink ones and 4 green ones, but there's a Pokemon that I would like to catch that I just saw pop up on the map, so I'm gonna go try and find him and see if we can catch him. There it is. We just found ourselves a Cubchoo, which I think is an adorable Pokemon, and I'd love to be able to catch it. I have no idea where my Squirtle went. Maybe he's battling from my shoulder. I guess he just disappeared. I don't know. But I want to catch Cubchoo, so we're going to see if we can lower him enough to catch him here. He used Bide, which is a little bit dangerous, but we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm a little bit scared he's going to knock us out here, so I'm going to see if we can just catch him here with 1 Pokeball. And do we get lucky? Yes, there we go. We just caught our first new Pokemon, Cubchoo. I think he's an adorable Pokemon and will make a great new addition to the team. For now, he hasn't been claimed by a member, so I'm going to nickname him Bern. I traveled to Switzerland with my wife this summer for her job, and we stayed in Bern, Switzerland, which actually means bear, and it was named after bears. So we'll have him on our team here. The mod I'm using to battle trainers doesn't just add gym leaders and the champion, it also adds random trainers, like over 700 I think that you can battle. So here's player red. I don't know if this is trainer red and we're going to get destroyed or just player red, but they should go off of our levels here. So we're going to try and fight him and see if we can take him on. Okay, he just has a level 5 Ekans, so I think we're fine. But how the system works is each gym leader has a level cap. And so, for example, Brock, you can't have any Pokemon over level 15 when you fight him. It actually won't let you level up your Pokemon past that. And so we're going to try and catch a couple Pokemon in this episode and then train them up to level 15. And hopefully by the end of this episode, we can fight Brock and see if we can take him down. But we just took down player red there. But Brock's right here. However, his team is from the Radical Red fan game, which is known for being extremely hard. And so I don't think we're ready to take him on yet. We'll have to get a couple more Pokemon before we do. I don't love living in an ice biome here, so I'm going to try and wander and find a new biome where we can catch some Pokemon, ideally a grass Pokemon or 2, and take on Brock. I was wandering around trying to pick up all this coal, and we just found a water stone, which is awesome. These things are actually super rare. So we already have a water Pokemon with Squirtle, and oh my gosh. Do you guys see that? A wild Zapdos just spawned. Now, I don't know how we're going to catch this thing because I literally have 7 Pokeballs and my Pokemon are level 10 and 11. I won't be able to do any damage to him, but I am definitely going to use all the rest of my Pokeballs on him. I don't have any more Apricorns, so we may not get him, which would stink. He's actually a really rare spawn. I can't believe we just found him on day 2. I think his spawn chance is like 3 times as rare as a starter Pokemon. So I can't believe he just showed up like this. And that really stinks because we're going to have to catch him at some point to get our goal of all 151 Pokemon. But I don't know that we're going to be able to get him, guys. All right, we're going in with Squirtle. We'll just see what happens. Oh, there goes Squirtle. And there's a creeper over there. Icy Wind. And he's dead too. Yeah, so I don't know that we're going to be able to catch this Zapdos. I will use my last 2 Pokeballs on him just to see. But then I'm going to have to run and hide because it is now nighttime. And that is so tragic. Goodbye, Zapdos. I will find you again one day. And now he's just rubbing it in my face. See, he looks like he wants to be with me. Oh my gosh, we are insanely lucky in this first episode. A wild, shiny Sentret just spawned. And so I don't have a ton of Pokeballs, but I did craft some more. There he is. Let's see if we can catch this guy. Now, Sentret is not the most powerful Pokemon, so it's not the coolest first shiny, but we will definitely use him at least for the first gym if we're able to catch him. That is awesome. Okay, I don't want to get too excited because I don't want to knock him out, but I can't believe we found a wild Zapdos and a shiny in our first episode. Now, the shiny odds are not crazy either. I haven't lowered them to be super easy. I put it actually at what you guys voted for, which I think is 1 in 4,096, which is the shiny odds in all the normal main series Pokemon games like Scarlet and Violet. And there we go. We just caught our first shiny Pokemon in episode 1. Look how awesome he looks. I'm so pumped about that. He can't go on our shoulder, which is unfortunate, but we caught a shiny, which is sweet. And I think we're about where I want to settle down for now. We found a forest biome, so we should be able to find a grass Pokemon or 2 around here. And it seems like it's a really cool area. So I'm going to hunt for a place to put out our first kind of temporary starter base, and then we're going to start getting ready to take on Brock. We just came across a Pokemon Center, which is part of one of the other mods I'm using that makes some normal Pokemon structures generate across the world. I thought it'd be a lot of fun, so this is a little bit more like a Pokemon Let's Play as well. And it also has 3 healing machines, which is awesome because these are actually really expensive to build. So this may be bad, but I'm definitely going to steal that from here because I do not have one of those yet. And across the road here, there's also a village, which is great because my inventory is getting a little bit crowded and I'd like to drop some things off. And so I think we'll drop some things off. That way we don't have to build a starter base this episode. We can focus on getting ready for Brock. And then next episode, we can build a starter base and get ready for Misty. This village is full of hay bales, which is awesome because I do not have a lot of food. This villager chest has a link cable, which is incredible. That is a very late game item that will let us evolve trade Pokemon without trading them. And so I'm very excited for that, as well as some Vivichoke seeds, which are helpful for making max revives. So I'm definitely going to take that link cable, and then we can get like a Golem or Machamp or Caesar or something really cool like that. No way. This village is goated. I just found another link cable. I thought those items were very, very rare. So that is super awesome. I'm very excited about that. You're not going to believe this, but this village has 3 link cables. That is insane. It also has 2 apricorn seeds, which is super nice early game for me because I do not have a lot of those yet. We can eat these apples to try and get some leftovers to use for our Pokemon. And this village has been very productive. I definitely think we'll spend a couple nights here, and we'll probably set up a base nearby so we can trade with the villagers in the future. But for right now, I think we've got enough of these things going on, and I want to start catching some Pokemon. And right next to us is a Growlithe, which is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. He is not super helpful for the first 2 gyms, so I don't know how great of an idea it is to catch him, but I think it'd be fun to catch one right now. We may end up just catching an Arcanine in the future to use because Firestone is one of the rarest ones possible, but I do need to get all 151 Pokemon to complete the Pokedex, so we might as well start now and catch ourselves a Growlithe. Oops, and we accidentally knocked him out. So we do not get a Growlithe yet, but Squirtle grows to level 11, which is pretty awesome because we do need to get him up to level 15. But now it's time to hunt us a good grass Pokemon. And while I was looking for a solid grass type Pokemon, we just came across our first Pokemon Town. This thing looks awesome. And I think it actually doubles as a village, which is really cool. This is kind of similar to what I'm thinking I'll want to build on my own, but I have a little bit of a different design in mind. But holy cow, look at what they have in here. These things are stacked. Wow, yeah, I definitely recommend playing with this data pack. It adds some really nice features, makes playing the game a lot of fun. And so this is super sweet. They have a ton of items in here. We've got vitamins, there's gold, specialty Pokeballs, and 2 diamonds. No way. 2 diamonds as well as a saddle. I think there's also a full armor set over here, which I am going to steal because I don't have any armor. Sorry, guys. Oh, and Professor Oak. What? That's cool. They named the villager Professor Oak. That's really cool. Their enchantments aren't super good, but this is super sweet. And no way, I think this is supposed to be Pallet Town and Professor Oak's office. This is super sweet. And no way, there's an Eevee on the map. We definitely have to try and catch that. In retrospect, I should have picked up those Pokeballs from that town because I hadn't actually grabbed them yet. I was just looking around at everything first. But I do need to pick those up. I should have picked that up before we fought Eevee, because I don't have a ton of really good Pokeballs, but hopefully we can still catch him. Now, I don't know which evolution I'd really want to use on my team yet. It'd be fun to have one. I have a Water Stone, so I could use Vaporeon, but I already have a Squirtle. Leafeon would be great right now, but he's not my favorite overall. And so I'll have to think. Umbreon's probably my favorite, but we'll see about what kind of evolution we might be able to use on our team here, assuming we can catch him. I can't remember, does Rapid Spin always hit? I can't remember, it might or it might not. It does not. Okay, I don't know where I got that from. Eevee does take out great D piece, but we're gonna throw out Burn here and see if we can hit him with just one Icy Wind or so, and that should probably get him low enough to catch, but we do miss. We'll try one more time. Ooh, we miss again. I would love a Jolteon. If I can find a Thunderstone, a Jolteon would be super sweet. I mean, realistically, I got to get all the first original 3 to get my goal of all 151 Pokemon. So we'll have to catch Jolteon, Vaporeon, and Flareon at some point, but I think a Jolteon would be cool to use on the team. Okay, he does break out of the Pokeball, and he does use Quick Attack. And so we're running a little low here. Shiny Sentret, don't disappoint me, buddy. Don't die, just let me catch him. All right, one more move and he will probably knock out my Sentret. So let's hope we can catch him. Ooh, and he does get out. And he does knock out all of my Pokemon. Oh, and he's dying against the wall. But that was the last of my normal Pokeballs, so if we don't catch him, we may have to abandon him for now. That's all right. We'll get him another time. All right, it's raining, which isn't great for recording, so I apologize for that. But we did just come across a Shroomish, which is exactly the kind of Pokemon that I'm hoping to catch, because I think it would make a great addition to the team. Shroomish is a super nice grass Pokemon. He has access to moves like Leech Seed, which he just used on me, and Spore. With the combination of those two, it's super helpful when it comes to taking down difficult trainers, which we're going to have a lot of, because like I said, they took the gym leaders here from the Radical Red game, which is known for being very difficult. So I think a Shroomish will be really, really helpful if we can pick one up here. And we do. Awesome. Thanks to these great balls that we picked up from Pallet Town, which was super nice. Okay, so I know the first gym is a ground and rock type gym, so using a Pokemon like Elekid doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Oh no, and he's drowning. But Elekid is probably one of my favorite all-time Pokemon. I think he looks awesome. And he would be very helpful for the second gym. So I'm going to try and catch him because I definitely want one. Centrant's been surprisingly putting in work. I thought he would have been dead by now. We got Elekid down in the red, so let's see if we can catch him. And if we do, I think this will be the last Pokemon we catch before Brock, and then we'll try and take him down. He did break out, but he doesn't hit us. And so let's try and see if we can catch him with our last Great Ball. And he does break out again. But luckily, that's not our only ball, so we're just going to keep hucking balls until we catch him. Whoa, Shroomish is like flying above the water right now. He looks awesome. And this Elekid does not want to get on his ball. But we are going to catch him, guys. I'm determined. I'm getting impatient, and I was going to save these timer balls we got from Pallet Town in case we accidentally run into another legendary like we did with Zapdos. But I'm impatient. It's round like 14, so I want to see if we can catch him here. There we go. Awesome. We just caught ourselves an Elekid, which is sweet. So we now have 5 Pokemon, which I think is how many Brock uses. Technically, we could use 6 against him, but I think 5 is enough for now. So I'm going to start training up my Pokemon. Once they all get to the level cap of 15, we'll see if we can take down Brock. All right, the time has finally come for our first gym battle. Here's Brock. He's just striding up to me here. And all of our Pokemon, as you can see on the left, are now level 15. And we also are able to have our first evolution. Sentra is now able to evolve. So we're going to evolve him into Furret, which is awesome. He actually looks pink, which is interesting. I didn't realize that. But I kind of like his look a lot better than Sentret. So he looks pretty sweet. We'll keep him on our team, at least for now. And he's not really able to learn any good new moves. So without further ado, let's take on Brock. Now we're going to back up here to get a little bit of a cooler battle scene here. I want to make sure we can actually see what's going on. Let's separate these guys a little bit. They're a little too close. Oh, Squirtle just backed it up on him. That was awkward. Well, I guess they're staying close. But we're going to go for a Water Pulse here. And now I know that Geodude, I think, has Self-Destruct. Yep, that's what I was worried about. He did use Self-Destruct, but he took himself out and Squirtle lived, which is awesome. So Great D-Piece is still alive, and he sends out a Vulpix. So I don't know if we'll outspeed or not. We do not, but we live, and Water Pulse should do a lot on Vulpix as well. So I'm excited. He had a berry as well, which isn't great. We might lose Great D-Piece right here. I think we do, but he put in, oh, with 1 HP. Wow, Squirtle, Mr. Great D-Piece is putting in work. I've seen a lot of other people fight these trainers, and they're pretty difficult. They can be pretty difficult to beat, but Squirtle is posting up right here. So I'm excited for that. Onix is absolutely massive, though, so you can't really see anything around him. We'll go for Shroomish here. I'd like to be able to see him. Just look at the size comparison here. This little guy versus that monster. But realistically, I think Shroomish is going to destroy him. I'll go for a Leech Seed just in case, although I don't really think it's necessary. And the rain is coming down, which isn't my favorite. We're going to turn the weather noise all the way off here just to make sure you guys can hear me talking. And let's go for a Mega Drain here. Rock Tomb does a good amount, but we're going to get Mega Drain health. And that completely knocks him out. I guess we really didn't need to use Leech Seed. So Onix is down, and I think this is Brock's last Pokemon, Archon. So he does do super effective damage to Shroomish, but we live. We're able to get off a Mega Drain. And this is going pretty well. I think Brocky Boy here is in trouble. Shroomish does go down. We've got 3 more Pokemon, 2 of which I think should do super effective damage. I'm going to go for Elekid, just because I think I had said when I first caught him that he would be useful against Brock. And so I think if we take down Brock's last Pokemon with Elekid, that would be legendary. And wow, he just tanked that Bulldoze. I would have thought for sure that would have one-hit KO'd him. But Elekid is tanking it. He is a beast. He took 2 Bulldozes in a row and then took down Brock. So there we go. Good work. We just received the Boulder Badge, which is awesome. And he gives us a couple other items as well. Thank you, Brock. You fought well as well, sir. And look at Elekid, his victory dance here. That is epic. Look at him go. I love the attitude, Elekid. This guy is proud of himself. He just keeps going. He's not stopping. All right, that's probably celebrating a little bit too much, buddy, but I like it. And there we go. We just got our first gym badge here in episode 1, and Great D Piece is looking awesome there on my shoulder. Next episode, we're going to try and take on Miss C, and that should come out this Friday at 8 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So watch out for that. First 10 people who comment will be entered into a drawing, and one of them will be picked, and I will nickname them after one of my remaining Pokemon without a nickname that'll be on my team. So make sure to try and get in there and watch it as soon as possible. You have to like the video and leave a comment, be one of the first 10, and you're entered into that drawing. But if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you next time, and a special thanks to Great D Piece and all my channel members. I couldn't do this without you guys. And oh my gosh, Bouffalant just ate Great D Piece. Stop it, Bouffalant. That's kind of, oh, he ate me. Anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you guys on Friday.